Welcome to the Smriti Show Season 2. Today we are at Exerium Biotech and we have with us Dr. Divya Gupta, who's all set to empower women in the field of science and technology. Welcome to the show, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you, Smriti.
So your journey has been quite exciting, when women would not take science as a field and would not go into engineering and, especially the technological stuff. You were few of those who broke the glass ceiling, pursued a career in science and technology, went abroad, did a bunch of things. So give us an insight into your childhood as to who you were, how did you choose science, what inspired you to, take biotechnology as a career option?
I was always passionate about biology as a student, and it was all set when I started my PhD at Indian Institute of Toxicological Research. And I learned so many new things and was able to do a good research work. And I always had this thing in my mind that it will give me a sense of achievement, a sense of doing something good for the society, for touching human lives and doing different new things that will be helping the society in a different ways.
Right.
When I started doing my PhD and when I went to US for postdoc studies, I always felt this thing that my skills and everything is going to help me in developing my career and doing things in biotechnology. And one more thing, I was always thinking that as all these things will help me in entrepreneurship of starting something that will be using biotechnology for that.
Right.
And we at Experium think that we can develop human capital and we can make or generate biotechnology innovators and generate human capital in biotechnology. And basically, biotechnology means it's contributing a lot in world economy, and it's about $190 billion
Wow.
industry worldwide. So we thought that we'll start Experium, our own venture.
Right.
And so we started this with the goal that we will train students, we will generate biotechnology innovators here.
Right. As they say, that in our daily life, we use biotechnology in every way.
Yeah.
Right from our curd to the wine that we drink, it's all about biotech. So we wake up with biotech and we sleep with biotech. So with keeping that in mind, what has been the vision and mission of Experium? You established Experium with the thought of helping students, creating future leaders, especially in a place like Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, where students don't have much of exposure, or we don't have as many biotech companies here, and people like you had to go out. You yourself went out, went to US, did your postdoctoral and all. So keeping that in mind, what is the vision and mission of Experium?
At Experium, we aim to deliver best-in-class research and training to the students and to make them comfortable and make them ready for contributing in the biotechnology, in the changing landscape of biotechnology worldwide.
Nice. And I see that, you have a lovely studio kind of structure here, and you have a lot of apparatuses here, which I believe you have got, exported from abroad as well. So that gives quite an exposure to students to do actual research. So are students able to do actual research work and carry things here?
They do all their work here. They do RNA isolations,
Wow.
whatever is required for their project, they do here.
So instead of going US, now they can come to Lucknow at Experium and do their experiments right here.
For sure, they can come and join us for different kinds of programs we have for the students. And definitely they will learn in a better way. And we individualized training to all the students.
So it's like customized for individual student needs.
For the students.
Very nice.
And whatever kind of things they want to do, they can come and do here.
Right. So Dr. Divya, give a brief introduction about yourself.
I am a researcher academician, and entrepreneur. And at Experium, we train students, research, and different kind of activities related to research we do. We also help the students for paper writing. And we believe in generation of biotechnology innovators and biotechnology future leaders. Wow. And biotechnology is a field which is improving human lives in all the spheres. So I think studying biotechnology or doing research is very important for all of us.
Wow. So if we have to spell out the mission of Experium, what would that be?
It is to support life science research community and provide the customized solution for their research problems, and to make collaborations with the like-minded institutions in the field of biotechnology, and to foster knowledge and do different kind of activities with the
Organizations here. And I think it's been over an year now of Experium in Lucknow. What has been your key achievements? What all you have done so far? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so we have completed 1 year, and we have already trained more than 2,000 students.
Wow.
And we have conducted more than 15 workshops, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 7 days in different places in UP. And most of them were held in Lucknow. Some of them were in Varanasi and a few in the Prayagraj.
Wow.
And we have conducted more than 15 guest lectures and 4 scientist development programs. So all these kind of activities we do for the students here.
Students here. Very nice. I mean, all this in 1 year is quite commendable.
We have also done MOUs with 5 institutions in Lucknow and one in Prayagraj, United Institute of Pharmacy, and 4 of them are here. Like Bansal Institute of Technology, Goel Institute of Pharmacy, SRIMT, and we are in the process of doing some more MOUs here.
So you are with that mission that together we can and together we will. You want to give on the platter biotech to students, because I think a lot of students are not aware of taking biotech as a field of career to pursue, where to get the right kind of help, how to do papers. And since you've been a professor, I'm sure you must have written a lot of papers and for journals, international and national, and students don't have an insight into it. So tell us your role also as a academician, and the kind of papers you have published.
Okay, so I have published several papers when I was doing my PhD and postdoc research, and when I was a faculty in peer-reviewed, high-impact peer-reviewed journals. And I always try to help students, to train them, and I always motivate them to publish their research data. And for this, I always ask them to collect the data in such a way that it could go for the journal publication, and it means how to write a paper, means for writing they should make manuscript in such a way that it is plagiarism free, and I tell them different things, and we help here also at Experium to train students how to write things in a better way.
And I think research and writing is an integral part of biotech. You have to do a lot of research, a lot of papers, experiments, and all of it. As a professor at SRMU, I'm sure it must be a fulfilling experience. And as you said earlier, also that you learned so much and you got an insight into students' life. What are the challenges they are facing, the problems, their needs. So tell us briefly about your experience at SRMU also.
I joined SRMU as a faculty, and it was very enriching experience. I am thankful to SRMU for that. And I was teaching students at graduation, post-graduation, PhD level, and I was guiding them for dissertations. And I had several PhD students which I have guided, and 3 of them have finished their PhDs.
Wow.
And I was very happy to see them growing. And I was teaching different courses, so and I was interacting with the students because I was also part of different committees, different places I was working with them, means at different levels I was working with them. And I always tried to help them in all the possible manner. And we always talked about different aspects of biotechnology, what are the career options in biotechnology, how they can progress in their life using biotechnology, and also means how biotechnology is going to help them to achieve what they want to achieve. That sense of achievement and this kind of sense of fulfilling your dreams means I always try to help them.
Right.
I understood this thing from the very beginning that biotechnology could be a very good career option.
Right.
Whether someone goes for academics, research, or some kind of industry based jobs, or they opt for entrepreneurial thing. So it will be very stimulating and giving a very sense of achievement.
Right.
When you do or you do things what you like. And if you're passionate about research and you do biotechnology, you feel really happy.
And in your career, I've seen that you've done it all. You've been a student, you've been a researcher, you've been an academician, you're now an entrepreneur. So you have done all of it and you understand the pros and cons of each career aspect, and you'll be able to guide students in a better way. So tell us also about your postdoc experience in University of Pittsburgh, going to US, doing research in one of the topmost universities. How was it, and what is your takeaway from there?
I was in US for 7 years.
Wow.
And I was doing postdoctoral associateship for 5 years, and I learned a lot of new things. As I told earlier, that I developed new skills. I was able to visit places, different laboratories, which are very good places.
High tech and
High-tech.
very upgraded.
One of them is Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory,
Wow.
where I could see Watson and do things. And I could means feel the means that thing by looking at that DNA double helix structure, which was there, and as a means which was kept outside. So there was a big structure of DNA there. It was
A dream come true kind of an experience. And now you wish to bring all of it back to India, with that kind of experience, giving that kind of exposure to students here in India would be quite a sense of achievement.
We at Exerium also want to start CRISPR-Cas, genome editing technology, and also next generation sequencing technology, and all these kind of things which are the need of the hour right now, and which everyone requires these days
Very
for
true.
research.
And I'm sure with leaders like you, with entrepreneurs like you, India is all set to become a superpower. Like in the case of Corona, also we saw how we were able to make the vaccine, do things. So all this is part of biotechnology. It's all the way we are advancing. The future is very bright.
Yeah, I should say means it's very important to learn all these techniques because in the Corona times, qPCR and all these things were the household words, and everyone was knowing about all these things. And vaccine development definitely we require such kind of technology to develop. And for those things, we need to train students in such a manner that they know all the basics and they know also the different kind of cutting edge technologies or the current technologies that are being used these days.
There. And for that, we have a very nice lab here where they can experiment and do things. So it was lovely having you, Dr. Divya, and we wish Exerium best of success in every way. We wish more students take biotechnology as a field of study, especially women, so that they can make their mark in the field of science and technology in multifold ways. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For being